I am Isatumane.
The protocol of agreement between the African Development Fund Trans-Gambia Corridor Project and the Republic of the Gambia has been ratified by lawmakers. Babukar Kamara reports the amount involved is close to $3 billion.
We have agreed as part of this Trans-Gambia Green Corridor, yes, we will facilitate access to movement of goods and services along that corridor, but we also, as a condition, have to open up all other access routes that the Gambia deems important to its trading routes. On this note, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that this Honorable House consider and approve the financing agreement, which is a grant for the construction of the Trans-Gambia Bridge project.
He moved the motion that is set to improvise a multi-million-dollar project meant to boost trade within the ECOWAS sub-region, impeded by factors that were partly responsible for the delay in its ratification process, is an economic indicator considered to be of significant value to the revenue generation of the country.
A memorandum of understanding, which is awaiting signature, not only to facilitate usage by the latter of this bridge, but also opening up other routes between the two countries, routes that are of strategic interest to the Gambia.
The bridging of the Bambatenda-Yelitenda crossing, one can say is long overdue, Honorable Speaker. The construction of the bridge will allow free traffic flow between the northern and southern part of both the Gambia and Senegal. And the project is also expected to result in the following. One, reduce transport cost, travel time, and custom formalities time at the borders. Two, to enhance potential for trade, thereby contributing to poverty reduction and social economic empowerment of communities in the corridor and the West African region as a whole.
The debates arose when the 2012 value-added tax and anti-money laundering and terrorism financing bills were tabled by the Honorable Minister for Finance and Economic Affairs and defended by the Attorney General and Minister for Justice Honorable Lamin Jobati.
All ECOWAS member countries have already introduced the VAT, with the exception of the Gambia and Guinea-Bissau. VAT is a key component of the tax system of over 120 countries worldwide, raising 1/4 of the world's tax revenues. VAT is simply a broad-based consumption tax placed on a product whenever value is added to it.
Honorable Speaker, the bill is very important as it cuts across every sector of society, particularly within the business community. Then in so doing, I would also like to call the Honorable Minister that there is need for a thorough sensitization of this bill for everybody to be aware.
So what we are saying is, if you are talking about $20 million, the commensurate figure will be not exceeding 10 years. If you are talking about $10 million, you can talk about not exceeding 5 years.
In only five-word sentence, he is saying, if you charge me $10 million and the punishment time is five years, to a layman's point of view, can I use 5 years to work and get 10 million?
Motions and bills moved by the Assembly seeks to operationalize the page blueprint and achieving the Vision 2020 objectives, while carving a new niche for the smiling coast within the ECOWAS sub-region. The debates were heated by 20 National Assembly members expressing difference in opinion, but a consensus for national development. Babukar Kamara, GRTS.
The State House Mosque Committee has sent a message to the Gambia Radio and Television Services to sympathize with staff of the institution on the demise of Alhaji Ibrahim Njai Otis, the former producer of Friday Prayers at State House Mosque, and the text reads, members of the State House Mosque Committee, under the chairmanship of His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh, have been saddened by the demise of Alhaji Ibrahim Njai. Njai was devoted and committed to his duties. We understand that he tirelessly served the Gambia Radio and Television Services with pride and dignity satisfactorily. May Allah Almighty have mercy on him. May the departed soul rest in eternal peace. It ends. The nationwide indoor residual spraying exercise championed by the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare recently took off in the Lower River region. The WHO recommended malaria vector control strategy that involves the application of long-acting chemicals on walls and roofs of houses has the potential to exterminate mosquitoes that land or rest on those surfaces. We have more in this report by Samuel Ba.
It is the third successful launching of the nationwide indoor residual spraying in the lower river region. The vector control exercise introduced in the country in 2008 is largely credited for scaling down malaria-related deaths nationally. The role of local authorities in the implementation and sustainability of the WHO recommended health strategy is thus crucial to the realization of a malaria-free Gambia.
One of the importance of this, as I mentioned earlier, is that it is provided free of charge. And because of the importance of community leaders, we will have to come out and through the community leaders, including the chief, the governor, the alcalos, who has very important role to play in this. That's why today they form the nucleus of this launching.
The chief of Jara West, Alhaji Yaya Jajusi, admonished his people to receive the team of sprayers with open arms during the spraying period. The introduction of the health strategy, he went on, has contributed significantly to the rollback malaria efforts. His message was further reinforced by the governor of the lower river region, Lamin Dabo, and the regional health officer, who all saw the need for community collaboration in the implementation process.
Communities are the intended target beneficiaries for this spraying exercise and therefore have a pivotal role to play. You are expected to cooperate and participate in the whole exercise by assisting the spray operators to spot potential vector breeding sites. Furthermore, all types of food must be removed from the house during the exercise and children should stay away. Distinguished delegates, this exercise is significant because it kills or frustrates the emergence of the female Anopheles mosquito that would have otherwise caused us malaria.
Since the inception of this indoor residual spraying in this region, since 2009, there has been a strong commitment in the implementation of this exercise. If you can recall, during 2009, this exercise was done free of charge, and it was done by the youths of this region.
Fatim Baji, Minister of Health and Social Welfare, described the launching as an important milestone in their efforts to combat malaria-related morbidity and mortality, especially among children and pregnant women.
This is an important activity to the government of the Gambia and to the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. In particular, because malaria is recognized as an important cause of morbidity and mortality throughout the country, and as such, a formidable challenge to economic growth and development. Your hosting of this occasion, especially with the leadership support on my right, clearly demonstrates your invaluable roles as people of malaria prevention and control.
Minister Baji further commended the leadership of the country, noting a lot of interventions have been made to roll back malaria in the country.
The government of the Gambia, under the visionary leadership of His Excellency, the President, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya AJJ Jammeh, places malaria prevention and control high in his government priority and has implemented the following cost-effective interventions. First, he has called for early diagnosis with prompt and effective treatment of malaria. He has also facilitated the free distribution of long-lasting insecticide-treated nets for the general population. And thirdly, he's introduced the free malaria chemoparalysis and treatment of pregnant women for positive pregnancy outcomes.
The event also witnessed a spraying demonstration by the health officials. As the fight against malaria intensifies in the country, health officials emphasize the need for more advocacy and partnership, something they believe can only be realized through genuine support by all and sundry. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
Justice Emmanuel Amadi has urged prosecution to expedite the fertilizer case against 9 former Agriculture Ministry and NARA officials charged with economic crimes among counts at the Birkama High Court. Justice Amadi expressed dissatisfaction with the non-appearance of prosecution on 2 successive adjournments, while